This is Dr. Sajid Makbul again talking about care of the children during the summer months. Um, Most of the countries that we live in, it gets warm and sometimes quite hot actually. And it is very important for parents especially to understand how to handle their children, especially the younger ones, and save them from the harmful effects of excessive heat. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure that they wear loose clothes. They shouldn't be tight and they should not obviously be overcovered. If possible, light colored, loose cotton clothes will be best. The second thing to do is to make sure that children, while they're fond of playing, they want to play, they want to and play outside. Although they may be allowed to do so, it's best if that is done during the less warm parts of the day. So for example, morning hours and late evening hours are best for playing. If they must get out in the sun, then their head should be covered, and if possible, they should be playing in the shade. The second thing to remember is that with heat, you lose water. So they should drink a lot of liquids. They can drink plain water, but most children don't like to drink plain water. So lemonade, homemade, is most useful. Some sports drinks that contain salt, etc., are quite useful. But juices that are homemade also would be very, very useful. Some people like lassi, which is fine. Yogurt is equally good. So plenty of hydration is what helps you. The summer months are also known for some heat-related illnesses. One of them is heat exhaustion. So that means if a child, especially an infant, is not cognizant of the fact that he's exercised a lot and he's been perspiring, he may become dehydrated. So in this, they lose water, they become nauseous, they might vomit, they might have a headache, they might have cold and clammy skin. Their pulse rate, although it is on the higher side, it's feeble, and the child feels very lethargic. So this is signs of heat exhaustion, and they need to be brought indoors and hydrated properly. This is not as serious, but it needs to be recognized. Sometimes, since there is nausea and vomiting and a little bit of fever, this may be taken as an infection by the parents. Now, it is not an infection, it is heat related, and a good doctor can make the diagnosis. The more serious malady that can occur, and I hope it doesn't occur in anybody, is heat stroke. In this, of course, the body's temperature is very high. It might be 103, 104, that is 39 degrees, or between 39 and 39 and 40. And the child's skin is very, very warm and is not perspiring. In heat exhaustion, he is perspiring, he's sweating. But in heat stroke, he is not. His skin is very warm. His heart rate is very rapid, just like it is in heat exhaustion. But it's full pulse, it is not that he does feel faintish, and he doesn't sweat, so he becomes very sick. Now, this is a condition where it's a medical emergency and the child needs to be taken to the nearest emergency room, or you need to contact your doctor. In this case, of course, they will sometimes use not only water, tepid water or cold water sponging, but sometimes actually use ice. So these are some very serious conditions during the summer months, and we obviously prefer that when the summer months arrive, you should be prepared, you should be able to take precautions, you should be able to ensure proper clothing, proper hydration, proper rest, and in case something like this happens, that you should recognize the signs and take them to your doctor or to the nearest emergency room. Remember, prevention is always, always, always better than cure.